What's up, guys? For week 2, I'm going to give you guys what I expect to see in the Bills-Dolphins game, my wish list of what I hope to see, and also teams that I think will bounce back in week 2 that lost in week 1. Before we get started, I want to let everybody know that I just created a Patreon. Obviously, subscriptions and likes are amazing. That's the best way to support the channel. But if you feel like going the extra mile, there's a link in the description below. It would really help me get you guys more better quality content. Also, this video is sponsored by Vitality. Vitality is a Buffalo-based CBD company. Whether you have aches and pains, whether you have a pet with aches and pains, whether you suffer from anxiety like I do, this stuff right here is where it's at. Vitality has organic CBD oils, they have organic pet CBD oils, they have water-soluble CBD, and also CBD salves, which is like a topical, you're good to go. I personally know the guys who own it, and they're stand-up dudes. They're doing it for the right reasons. They also work with 3 amazing companies, One Tree Planted being one of them, which helps plant trees in fire-ravaged areas of the U.S. They also work with Water Now, which helps get water to those in need who don't really have access to water. And they also work with the Wildlife Conservation Company, which is helping every day to preserve endangered species. They will donate a portion of the proceeds to each of those companies. I'm going to leave the Vitality link in the description below of this video. Anyway, so let's get to it. Okay, so as far as expectations for this week, I expect the Bills to dominate on the defensive side of the ball. I think that the Miami Dolphins are kind of on par with the New York Jets offensively. They're not going to really scare anybody. This is the Bills' second week in a row where they can really dominate on the defensive side of the ball. As far as the offense goes, I think it's safe to say that Josh Allen is going to have a good outing. I don't think he's ever had a bad outing against the Dolphins. One of his best outings against the Dolphins was the game they lost that Charles Clay dropped the ball. I think we can expect Josh Allen to have a good game. I also think we can expect the running game to finally emerge with Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. The Dolphins want you to pass the ball on them. They have Xavier Howard and they have Byron Jones. They have 2 solid corners. That's definitely the strength of their defense. The Bills saw the way that Cam Newton ran the ball on them last week and that they're going to probably call more running plays this week. The game plan last week was very pass heavy. Personally, I would like to see Josh throw it all over the place, but something tells me the Bills staff isn't going to do that. And I really don't blame them because the Dolphins' run defense is suspect and we have 2 good backs. So I would expect the run game to emerge in week 2. Last thing to expect Ryan Fitzpatrick to give the Bills defense plenty of chances. We all know Fitz is a gunslinger. He's not scared to throw the ball downfield. He's going to give us plenty of opportunities. I think the Bills can really make some noise. Fitz is going to give them opportunities to pick the ball off, and they have to capitalize on those opportunities, which kind of segues into my wish list. My wish list is I want to see the Bills give up less than 200 yards overall. Last week, the Bills gave up 254 yards total, 215 passing and 39 rushing. 69 of those yards came on that Jamison Crowder fluky pass, but hey, what are you going to do? I think this week they need to really clamp it down. I really would like to see them give up no less than 200 yards total. I think it's definitely doable, and if they want to be a top 3 defense in the league, they should be able to do that. Number 2, I would like to see Tyler Bass hit 100% of his attempts. It's debatable. Was it over? Was it not over? I don't know. But it was too close. He has to hit it. He has to be better. First game scenario in the stadium with no preseason. I get it. If you have ever been to the stadium, you know it's windy. But that's not an excuse. And I think he'd be the first one to tell you that. Third on my wish list is for Josh Allen to have another 300-yard passing performance. He is finally getting to the point where the offense is catered to his strengths. He can definitely do it. He has the talent to do it. He just did it last week against, yes, probably one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL. But hey, you know what? You have that game under your belt. It's time to prove it against a better opponent. I think he can do it. I think he has the weapons to do it, and I hope to see it because I think it's about time that Josh Allen gets his notoriety around the league for being a decent passer. I was definitely upset that he missed John Brown in the end zone. And yeah, he missed a couple balls, but for the most part, he did great against a crappy team. I would love to see him throw for 300 yards against the Dolphins, and if he does, he's going to start getting the love he deserves nationally. He already kind of did a little bit, but, keep momentum going, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 bounce-back teams for Week 2 that lost. First and the most obvious is San Francisco. San Francisco faces the Jets. I think it's just what the doctor ordered for Garoppolo. San Francisco, although no Kittle, no Deebo Samuel, the Jets suck. I know a bunch of Bills fans have mixed emotions about this, but the second is Tampa Bay. Like it or not, I don't think Tom Brady's done. I think he had a bad game with no preseason. My first game ever was the game that Nate Clements knocked his helmet off. My whole life I've seen this dude. He's done nothing but bounce back. Even at 43, I'm not going to believe it till he's dead. So I'm going to say Tampa Bay bounces back and they beat Carolina. My most hesitant pick, the Cleveland Browns facing the Cincinnati Bengals tonight on Thursday Night Football. I think that Cleveland is too talented not to bounce back. If they don't bounce back, we're going to have some serious questions about Baker Mayfield and if he's even going to be their quarterback going forward. Way too talented not to beat Cincinnati. So I'm going to pick them based on that. You guys have talent, but you haven't done shit. That's going to do it. Again, if you guys like what I'm putting out, please subscribe, bell notifications, all that good stuff. I'm going to try to put 2 videos out before the game. For sure going to have 30 years of Bills Dolphins highlights. Kind of like last week, I did Bills Jets highlights. That was 18 years. There's some really good stuff from the early 90s, Bills Dolphins, so I snuck that in there. So we went 30 years Bills Dolphins highlights, and then maybe another video. We'll see how long that takes. Until next time, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time. Check out the links in my description, and go Bills.